Hello guys, welcome to the Hive production. Before some days, one of my beloved subscriber asked me to model V8 car engine or any other car engine. So I have modeled R.O.D car engine. So this tutorial is for you. First of all, I'm going to model simple box, which is approximate 5 by 5, and just convert them into poly, and after that I'm just going to adjust their size. Take edge tool and I'm gonna add edge in the center and delete the other side. Okay, I'm gonna chamfer the corner of this point and just set aside like this when you will chamfer this. So I'm gonna give a random shape. Yes, this is kind of thing. Here it is something this, but as well I will have to add some more details, some more edges. So I'm going to take another connection and I'm going to adjust these edge throughout the vertices. That's fine. Okay, so here my next step is just to adjust properly another vertex and find out this straight. Now that's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna take the box right now and assemble a line like a thin box, and I will add edge in it. First convert into poly and take edge tool, make them connect. One edge here and another vertices over there. Likewise, here it is something like this. So just adjust on the front side of this like this and duplicate by holding shift key, and then duplicate them like this into 1 2 3 sequence. Okay, I'm gonna take 5, yes, total 5 sequence. So just adjust their size according to them like this. Okay, but before that I'm gonna take another box and I will add another box here, something like that. Duplicate this box by holding shift key and drag your mouse. Now it's looking like something cool, but we need to go to the symmetry to make it duplicate on another side like this. On x-axis it is perfectly balanced, so I'm going to take mirror and adjoin them from the center. So we have this basic shape, and on that shape we have to model every mechanical object according to this shape. So let's move further. Adjust their parts, adjust their settings, adjust their shape one more time. So I'm going to take poly and alright. So we need to adjust these lines as well. So just adjust them one by one. Now it's looking perfect according to me. So okay, take the polygons. I'm going to take insert, some settings and more insert. After that just need to go to the extrude modifier, extrude effect, and extrude them. Take edge and make them chamfer by corners, so like this shapes will come to continue. And after that you will go to the edge tool, connect two edges between of it. So just give them a simple circular or spherical shape like this. Okay, so when you will do the symmetry, so this object already duplicated on another side. Take the cylinder and just draw a cylinder and adjust the cylinder according to the rotation of your object. Let me show you. like this, and adjust here. So it is looking perfect right now. I'm gonna adjust here, and which is something like this. I'm gonna take their segments, their sites for approximate 9 segments, and after that I'm gonna go to the modifier list. First duplicate them and go to the huge their size, 20% size, and this way duplicate. Okay, apply lattice modifier. Lattice will help you to create this kind of a cage, and also this box to make a cap of this object. When you will make a cap of this object, to make a duplicate once again, round the size of your radius and adjust inside of it like this. Perfect. And what we will have to do, one more next step is this. So we need to create some spring in it because this is a piston. Okay, so it's a engine piston, ring piston, maybe you can call anything. So for the piston movement, I'm gonna create a spring by torus like this, and now yes, it's perfect. Adjust radius, adjust the radius, set the radius, and duplicate by holding shift key and make it duplicates. It looks perfect. We have adjusted properly. Okay, I'm going to take group them, and I will duplicate them by holding shift key on every 4 sides of it. Duplicate another side, mirror them. So now we have these beautiful details. Moving further, I need to decorate the other parts as well. So I'm going to take once again cylinder, and this time I will create cylinder from here, rotate this cylinder, sorry, duplicate this, oh my mistake, duplicate by copy down their radius size, and duplicate once again by holding shift key. And on this part we just need to make a simple shape, and here I'm going to take cylinder once again, and I'm going to draw my nut bolt here by holding sides of 8, and I will duplicate their nut bolt on every corner. Okay, so that's perfect. I'm just going to set the nut bolt on the side of front like this, so it can be easily visible because it's a main engine side. So I'm going to take duplicate another, once again reduce the size, and adjust inside of it. Another duplicate. Perfect. So make them group exhaust. The name is exhaust of this group, and I will adjust here with their perfect scaling size. Let me see, it's too small, we need to scale up, down, more, scale up. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so this time I'm going to take another. Perfect. Okay, so duplicate on every side like this. So moving to our next step, I'm just going to take line tool to create exhaust pipe like this. Just simple random shape. We will adjust it later. So take the vertex and give them a direction to the back side and adjust this like that. So here it is. I'm going to see their position like this. Okay, turn on the rendering so you can see their thickness. Okay, increase the thickness like this, and then you must go to the vertices option, and after getting the vertices options, just go to the vertices and make them fillet like this to create some curved shapes throughout the flip. Convert them into poly and adjust their size by holding. Okay, so now it's perfectly done. You can see their beautiful exhaust pipe like this. So this time I'm going to take another duplicate of this part and increase this height and decrease the radius to show the gap of the connection of exhaust pipe into the engine. Convert them into poly. I'm going to take the insert some amount and extrude inside of it. So now it's look like that the pipe is going inside of this engine from this part. So I'm going to take duplicate all of them once again. This pipe duplicates like this. Okay, so now I'm going to duplicate my exhaust pipe as well. Okay, and delete their extra segments, extra polygons, which is going to inside of it. Perfect. And manually you can adjust this pipe. Okay, like this, like the first exhaust pipe and the second exhaust pipes are connecting to each other. Now duplicate both of them once again and adjust here. Okay, but before that I'm going to take this exhaust pipe to the another direction and like this, and I will adjust this exhaust pipe inside once again. So you will have to do this manually. There is no settings, so you will have to do this by selecting the edges and just like this to maintain some curve shape. Here it is something like this. Now it is connected. So what we will have to do, we will have to see. Now it's perfect. Okay, once again going to the next step, that I'm going to take cylinder and I will draw a cylinder from the downside of it engine. Before that I'm going to take some polygons, selecting here like this. I'm going to extrude inside of it like this to show the border of this particular object. Okay, so now take cylinder, go to the left viewport and draw a simple cylinder. Actually we are creating some details, so a small object, small object. So I'm going to reuse them. I'm going to reuse cylinders, I'm going to reuse box and everything. I'm going to reuse polygons as well. So go to the poly and chamfer their edge by chamfer option. Take polygons and make them extrude inside of it like this. Okay, take polygons, extrude once again and scale down the size of this shape, and again you will have to insert and extrude inside of it. Okay, ring them, connect them, and this. Again, take edges, ring them, polygons, and insert extrude. So now we have this beautiful shape. Once again I'm going to take cylinder, which is the thin cylinder, not a high radius cylinder. It's a thin cylinder, and I will adjust the cylinder by holding shift key and duplicate them on the four sides of it. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to duplicate these exhaust pipe functions on the other side and mirror them like this, and adjust here. It's perfect on the both side of the engine. Take the box tool, draw a box on the top of your engine and adjust their measurements, their heights, their width, their length, their size. Okay, so when you will do this, so just go to the rectangle, by shapes, draw a rectangle, and after drawing the rectangle, just convert them into editable spline. Take the vertices and make them fillet to make it curve, and after that just go to the extrude modifier, extrude them, increase their amount so it will extrude like this. Now it's okay. So take circle tool and duplicate both of side on the front of this, convert them into spline, and take the vertices, make them refine. Refine actually used to add vertices, so I'm going to add these vertices here, and okay, I'm going to add another vertices near of this, and then I will delete these extra segments. So what am I going to do? I'm going to delete them, duplicate this circle on the other side, and now I'm going to connect each other. That's why I have given these vertices here, attach them, and connect like this. So okay, so select them and make them weld. So throughout the weld it will going to be weld to each other, joined to each other. Now I'm going to make them extrude, which is too much. I don't want this. Okay, this one. Go to the cylinder, draw a cylinder inside of it like this, and just adjust their cylinders like on the front of this after drawing this front, and you will have to make their height segment 0 because we don't need height segments, we just need the sides of your cylinder. So just to go to the cylinder once again, take 8 sides and draw a tiny cylinder just to show it's a nut bolt. Okay, 6 sides, now it's perfect, just to show the nut bolt here, and that's perfect. And now you will have to duplicate these nut bolts everywhere like this. So we have already created these nut bolts beautifully. I'm going to select all of them and adjust in the shape like this. Now it's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so still more to go. Moving our next step, I just need to create some more shape. I'm going to convert them into poly and adjust 4 connection on this object, then make them chamfer as well, and now select these edges by ring, hold control and make them polygon, extrude like this to give them these basic beautiful shapes after the engine. And after that you will have to add some more shapes, make them box, and I'm going to create these kind of a, I think we need to make some square boxes. Okay, so just adjust their values, and yes, like this. I have to duplicate this box and adjust these box on the 4 corner here like this. Again, I'm going to duplicate these boxes and down their height. I mean, we need them, but it's height and size, so I'm going to take top boxes down their height size, and take this cylinder, and just to show their nut bolts on the top of it, because they are fixing here. Duplicate, select all the nut bolts and duplicate them by holding shift key. Again select them all and duplicate them by holding shift key. Group them. Why am I making group? Because I'm making groups, so I will have to select all of them at one time. That's why I'm making group then, because they're higher in numbers. So take the rectangle tool and draw them. After that you will have to convert into the editable spline. Okay, so right click on it, convert them into a spline, select their all vertices and make them fillet to make a curvy shape, then make them extrude, and after extrusion you will have to convert them into editable poly. But before that I'm going to duplicate of it. Okay, so now I'm going to select both of them, adjust their size, and convert them into poly. After converting to poly, make them insert somehow like this, and no, not too much, it's like this, and make them extrude and scale down their sizes so when it will look like this shape. So what am I going to do? My next step is just to create some screws or nut bolts on the border of your object like this, and I'm going to duplicate them like this. When it will duplicate and it will be easily adjusted in the shape of this, I'm going to group them and just duplicate these from the behind. Now next step is just to create another box in the between of these connected boxes. I'm going to increase their height and duplicate them, scale them and scale their heights. Go to the tube and just adjust random sizes tubes in the on the object of okay, adjust, duplicate by holding shift key, select them, duplicate them. Multiple duplicates you can add here. So now the next step, once again the box, just to create a box, just to filling the random shapes in this, totally random shapes. So we need to adjust according to their sizes. But as you can see that we are actually increasing details in it by creating different objects. Again, I'm going to adjust another box, and this box has to be like this on the top. Okay, so when it comes to the top of this, you just need to convert them into a poly and adjust like this. Draw another box, make them into front, and convert this box into editable poly. Okay, take one connection like chamfer their borders like this and add some details. Okay, fine. I'm going to take another connection between of this on this side select their polygons, insert them by polygons like this, and after that extrude them, which is too much, and then make them chamfer. So once again, as I told you before, that we are creating different shapes to have some more details in this engines. So now we need to adjust their another box on the side of it, and I will draw a box like this, increase their height increase their height, and convert them into poly once again, and I'm going to take two connection between of this like this, and select the polygon of center, make them extrude. So when you will do this, so it will also kind of a detail in it. By holding shift key, you may duplicate on another side, so you can see that we are actually having some details. Okay, take the line tool and draw this triangle shape, just simple, and select their vertex, make them fillet, and also you will have to adjust like this, make them rendering on, and now when you will do this, so you will have to convert them into editable poly. Before that you will have to adjust, and when you will adjust to convert them into poly, and just take edge and take another edge here like a connection, select their polygons and extrude them. When you will extrude, by adjust, decrease the amount of it, now it will look like perfect. So again you will have to replace, adjust like this, and then duplicate on another side, make them mirror to adjust like this. Okay, so here we have simple details. I'm going to take cylinders and adjust their nut bolts on the corner of those objects like this, and as well like this. So these are the nut bolts. I'm going to duplicate on another side. Here it is, by holding shift key. Okay, so I'm going to select these box objects, make them group, and duplicate on the behind like this. So let's see, I'm going to increase the height of this box, and now I will draw something like this. Duplicate these tubes, and now we need to create the top. So just draw the box like this, which has to be huge, and I will increase the height of this box as well. Convert them into poly, and take their two connection between of them, and scale their shape like this, like a curve. When you will do this, so let me show you, these detail has to be deleted and make them mesh smooth modifier. So our shape now is looking like this. So that means we need to add some more details. So make them ring connection and adjust their edges on the back side of it. Okay, and one more edge on the front side. Now let's see the, now it is good, looking good. Okay, I'm going to take two more edges from the height side, no, like this, two more edges, and I will give them a shape like a rounded curve shape That's this. That's perfect. I'm going to take border. By holding shift key, I'm going to scale down the size like this. And again, by holding shift key, I'm going to take this object inside of it. And you will have to fulfill this. Okay, so when you will do this, so now you can see I'm going to add some more edges on the side of it. And then I'm going to make them mesh smooth. So it is now looking beautiful. Alright, I'm going to take rectangle. I'm going to draw a rectangle here, and have to convert them into a spline. Just select their vertices and make them fillet to make a smooth corners like this. And after that, we need to see their output. I will draw a circle inside of it like this, and once again duplicate like this. Okay, I'm going to isolate them and see their positions. You will have to adjust their positions. Okay, so select your shape, attach all these circles and make them extrude. So it is look like this. So adjust them inside. Now one more thing we will have to do this, that is the front profile. We will have to create front profile as well. I'm going to take line tool and I will draw a simple line shape here. And now you just need to extrude them and adjust them. Whenever you will do this, so you just need to draw some more objects, some circles, and convert them into a spline and give them a random shape like this. By holding extrude, you will see this magic. So it's my basic shape. Convert them into poly and chamfer their boundaries as perfect. And now we need to add some more shapes. I'm going to take more tubes and adjust their tube inside of it. And then just adjust their duplicates on the side by side, and side by side. So okay, so we have these radius. I'm going to increase the height of this radius and adjust them into poly. After having some polygons, you just need to scale down the size. So here it is like this. Duplicate them and another duplicate like this. Reduce the radius size and increase the height. So now it looks like perfect. Okay, draw a box, convert them into poly, add their edge and select their top vertex, scale down the size. Make them extrusion and as well perfectly hold it, and then you just need to go and duplicate them from the top side and just select their back side of shape in the center, because we need to create a belt. So adjust their nut bolts as well, and then adjust them. Okay, increase their height like this. So we have some these basic shapes, and duplicate. Perfect. That's this is something great. So now we need to create some belts. I'm going to duplicate these box and adjust their size and rotate on this side of this part. But we will have to give them height detail like this. Okay, select these objects, make them randomly. You will have to set them randomly everywhere. Okay, so duplicate this part on this side as well. Take the line tool and I'm going to create this belt from here, 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 and here. So make them fillet and adjust them like this. Make them fillet, adjust like this, and make them fillet. Okay, so give their adjustment like this. Okay, so this time you will have to take my belt right like here and take spline, make them outline and give them an outline on the depth, then make them extrude. So now it looks like extrusion with their belt. There's something in it, so just need to scale on the side of this tube. So now the belt goes here like this. Okay, so this is my border and I'm going to duplicate by holding shift key like this. Now it looks like a crazy detailing engine. I'm going to add some nut bolts in it, but before that I'm gonna take some shapes, more details like this, convert them into spline, and after converting them into spline and select their vertices, make them fillet and make them extrude as well. After having some extrusion, duplicate on this side. Perfect. So we need to add some cylinders. We need to add some screws or maybe nut bolts by 6 sides nut bolt. Just duplicate them. So now we have this, decrease the size, take on the front like this and duplicate. By holding shift key you just need to revise them as a duplicate, and everywhere and every part whenever you think that you will have to adjust like this. I'm going to select all of them and duplicate here. Alright, this is the crazy details. I love them and I'm going to add these details here in these boxes as well. Like this, and duplicate on this side, on another side. All of them and make them group. Okay, so my next step, I'm just going to select this cylinder, duplicate these cylinders on every 4 parts. and I will select all of them and duplicate on the left side as well, like this. So here I have already completed this beautiful engine. I'm gonna apply material so you can see this high details as well. Furthermore, if you want to add something more, so it's up to you that you can add something more on the behind, some more shapes, and some more parts, some more objects, some more nut bolts, and you may get this beautiful details. So stay tuned for my next part to texture this material, texture this modeling. Thank you so much for watching.